Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today the speed paint is going to be me finishing the design for a character that I was making for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know it sounds like a mouthful, but I can explain. Also, if you hear any kind of loud fan-like noises in the background, it is my laptop making a bunch of noise for I don't know why. It just is. But I won't know if you can actually hear it until I'm editing the YouTube video, so I will probably just leave this apology in regardless, just in case. So, this is the character. His name is Luca, and he is a octopus mutant. I have decided that he also works at Big Mama's Hotel, which, by the way, Big Mama is my favorite character from the entire series. She's amazing, I love her so much, I love the way she talks and all the funky words she says, and her design is just lovely, both in her disguise and also in her full spider glory. So, of course, I just had to have an OC who works for her because I need more of her in my life. Luca works at the hotel and has a human disguise as well, just like the rest of the creatures who work there, just so that way he can blend in during operation hours. I will say that I really enjoy his design. Like, I was tempted for a bit to make him a shark because that's, my whole thing, Sailor Shark, but I really, really enjoy octopus designs, and I think that the octopus design works for this. I will say I don't know how I feel about his human design. It doesn't quite feel right, but I wanted his color palette to be similar in both forms. I don't think I like how the color palette looks in his human form, though, so that might end up changing later on. Otherwise, I still think he's really cute. If you do have suggestions on how to improve the color palette, though, I would love to hear them because I was struggling really bad with picking out a color palette that I liked for his human design. On a slightly different topic, I've also been thinking of maybe doing some gameplay videos in the future for the channel, and if you have game requests, I would love to hear those. So right now I have the Hades video game. I really want to get the second Hades game that's coming out, and I also have Five Nights at Freddy's game pack that has all of the games except for anything that came out after Sister Location. And I have a few other games, I just don't remember the names of them off the top of my head. I do have Animal Crossing, I have Minecraft, Sims, that type of stuff. But I also really want to play games from the Little Nightmares series and Outlast, because Outlast has been a huge interest of mine for ages. So, if you have any requests or suggestions, I'm open for any of those. I like horror games specifically, but anything similar to like Minecraft or The Sims, I also would love to try out. I will say that I really want to get a game that I've seen a few different people play called A Little to the Left, and it's just this cute little calming ASMR organization game. And I don't know how gameplay videos of that would work out, but I still think it would be really fun to play. So if you're interested in watching me play it, feel free to let me know. But yeah, so back to Luca. He works at Big Mama's Hotel. I said that earlier. But just a little refresher since it's been a minute because I talk a lot. But his backstory is kind of blurry. I have like his current setting. I have, a good amount of details worked out for where he sits during the action of the series, but I need to figure out where he is pre-Rise, like before the series starts, what his deal is. I know that he's a mutant, so he was transformed into, this little octopus dude. And I know that I want that to be attached to some kind of family drama, but I need to figure it out more. Specifically, I want to have it attached to his dad being some kind of scientist, but I don't know what the best way to go about that will be. So I'm still trying to kind of spitball and figure out what that will look like. Anyhow, Luca is transformed, and shortly after is found by Big Mama, who takes him in and sort of becomes not necessarily a nurturing figure to him, but kind of an administrative figure. So she finds him by pure coincidence and ends up taking him in to work at the hotel, do stuff with the Battle Nexus, etc., etc. She kind of becomes this person who watches over him, and he becomes incredibly loyal to her, and she found him when he was really young, so there's kind of a emotional bond between them. But I will say they do not have a mother-son relationship, mostly because, in my opinion, when I'm envisioning this relationship, Big Mama doesn't view him in a familial light, but more in a lesser than me light. And Luca doesn't view her as a mom, but rather looks at her in admiration like a leader. So there's a power dynamic between them, but there's not enough emotional intimacy or comfort between either of them to be a real familial relationship. From the outside, it might appear to be a kind of parent-child dynamic, but because of their personal dynamics, it doesn't really pan out that way. It pans out a lot more in the vein of super loyal worker bee and queen bee, if that makes sense. but I have to remind you all, I love Big Mama. I'm so surprised that I haven't drawn fan art of her yet. I will 110% try to in the future, so keep an eye out for that. I love her so much. I started watching this series with one of my friends on campus, and when she first appeared, I fell head over heels in love with her. She's amazing, and I'm so happy that she's in the series, and I'm really curious as to what she would look like in the other TMNT versions, like in the other series specifically. I'm really curious as to what she might look like in the 2012 version if she were a character in that one instead. I'm very big into like multiverse dynamics and figuring out what characters look like in different versions of the series. So that's something that I'm very interested in, and Big Mama is one of my favorites. She is absolutely my favorite character from the Rise series. Aside from her, I also really enjoy Draxum, and I love, I'm blanking on their name now, the little gremlin, Chaos. Yeah, the little creature. I love Chaos so much. They're so funky. But I did really enjoy doing this piece of art for now. I think I'll probably make art of him again in the future, or I really hope I do. If you have any requests for the type of art that I draw of him, I would love to hear those. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in and joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your time this day. Please consider looking at the caption for how to support me, and also feel free to like, subscribe, share, and comment below to help boost my video. I look forward to sharing another video with you guys, and I will see you next time. Just keep swimming, and I'll speak to you guys again soon.